Small love story. There was a weekend party at Neeta's house. All his friends and acquaintances were present. The only person who refrained from participating was her lover Shiva. Despite having a wealthy corporate family background, he was a simple man. Yet at his age, he was satisfied with his work and conduct. Opposites attract, and it was true as Neeta could hardly match his calm and composed mindset but could balance it with her collusion. Himanshu, Neeta's younger cousin, was a party person and enjoyed Shiva's company. They were playing pool together when Sarika entered the game room with a glass of wine in hand. He was wearing a black shirt and a white short skirt. Both the boys turned when they heard a sudden knock at the door. Himanshu welcomes her and asks her to join the game. He showed reluctance but somehow accepted his offer and agreed to play a game with Shiva. Himanshu was offended by her proposal but allowed her to play with him. Shiva was a committed man who never looked at any woman other than Neeta. Tarini and Shiva were very good friends but Neeta never had any problem with their closeness. They believed that they would never cross their limits. Sarika had her eye on Shiva ever since Neeta introduced him to her group of friends. Shiv and Sarika play quite nicely and Himanshu watches them sitting on the sofa. Neeta calls Shiva and asks him to stay in the hall as they should do a couple of dances. Shiva declines her request and disconnects the call. This enrages Neeta and she goes to the game room to watch Sarika play. Himanshu was speechless seeing her, but before he could say anything, Neeta held Sarika's hand and took her towards the hall. There he announces, Sarika is the best dancer and that she can make anyone dance. Everyone fell silent during his speech. Himanshu goes down, sees the mess, and announces that he will go dancing with Sarika. Neeta gets angry about this, but she restrains herself from going ahead and saying anything. The music starts and Himanshu unknowingly matches his steps with Sarika to interrupt the scene. Shiva came down quietly, smiled at Neeta, and held her hand. He was upset with her and didn't say anything. But after the pair dance, Shiva begins to sing a romantic song for Neeta. He was sweet and he won Neeta's heart. To her surprise, he also gets down on his knees to propose to her, and this enrages Sarika. He walks away from the party and goes inside his car. Just then Tarini follows him and slaps him. He had a play recorder in his hand. Tarini turns on the play button and Sarika's voice is heard. He plans to ruin Shiva and Neeta's relationship but fails. It was Tarini who overheard the conversation between Sarika and her mother in the marketplace. They planned to snatch Shiva from Neeta and use her for their wealth. When he sees Neeta with Sarika, he realizes that something is about to happen and this is the result. But Tarini saved the embarrassing moment from the apocalypse. He asks Shiva to play the recording and proposes to Neeta by singing a song in front of everyone including Sarika. Sarika was the last time in his life. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.